time I always say I'm having so much fun recording my videos, but in this video I am not having so much fun because my heart is so heavy. And you guys, I think some of you have seen YouTubers posting videos on YouTube saying this is the video that you're not supposed to know. And I never wondered why somebody would say this is a video that you're not supposed to know, and then they go ahead and post it. But I really now understand, because they will be going through a dilemma whether to post it or not, because so much is going on in their minds emotionally, and it takes so much guts, it takes so much strength, or even the audacity to put it out there. Guys, most of the people always say home is the best. I'm not disputing that. Yes, I agree that home is the best. You know, sometimes I feel like people, they don't really understand the reasons why other people, they end up leaving home, trying to seek the greener pastures in another countries, you know, and then later on they will realize that the grass is not always greener on the other side. Because that's what I believe now with the experiences that I've been having. I now believe that the grass is not always greener on the other side, but the grass is greener where you water it. Sometimes, because it is true that the grass is greener on the other side, but to a certain extent, it is also true that the grass is not always greener on the other side. It is greener where you water it. To be very honest with you guys, I don't know why I've been feeling this way lately. I feel like picking up my bags and leaving South Africa, and I don't even have a plan. Like, I feel like going back to my own country, and I don't have a plan, but you know, a part of me really wants to go there. To be very honest with you guys, the only reason that is keeping me here in South Africa is my braces. And I've been having my braces like for almost 18 months. No, I'm lying. 20 months, I think. Yeah, for almost 2 years. And I was supposed to be done at the end of the year, but then I missed two of my adjustments. You all don't judge me. I'm gonna explain myself like in a second why I missed two of my adjustments. You guys, I was not financially ready to get my retainers, because when you take off the braces, especially when you had the problem that I had, like having the gaps in your teeth, you will need to have the permanent retainers so that the gaps will not reopen. Otherwise, if you don't get your retainers, then the gaps will reopen and you will be back to square one. So the reason why I wasn't ready for my retainers, because some of you will say you should have done proper planning, or you should have budgeted it for budget. You should have made a budget. Sorry guys, I always say that English is not my first language, bear with me. Some of you would say you should have made a budget in the first place. I did, guys. I thought that it was going to be a normal treatment, like, you know, when you go there you get the braces, but when you go there you go through your consultation, they do the things that they need to do. Like, I did a jaw x-ray, and then they find out that there are underlying problems, like maybe in the roots of your teeth. You have to do other procedures before you can even get the wiring, or you start your braces procedure. So I ended up paying for the things that I didn't plan for, because they were inevitable. They needed to be done so that the process was going to go smoothly. So because of that, paying for these expenses that I didn't see coming, that I didn't think that I was going to pay for, I ended up having like a financial strain, and that led me to skipping two of my braces adjustment. And then the sad part is I skipped the adjustment when I was almost at the end. You know, I didn't even know that, okay, skipping my two adjustment is going to cause a major setback. When I went back to my orthodontist, he said, like, you know what, there are issues because of you skipping your two adjustment. We need to do the root planning, and we need to give your gums enough time to heal. We need to do the root planning, and we need to give your gums enough time to heal before we can put you on power chains again, so that you can close the gaps and then you can get the retainers. So guys, why am I explaining this? That is the main reason why I'm still here. If it wasn't for my braces, to be very honest, I was going to go back home. I'm not going to tell you guys the reason, and you really need to understand and forgive me. It's not like I'm gatekeeping or I'm keeping secrets from you. I'm just feeling tired. I'm feeling tired. Being here, it makes me feel so tired. Especially those who watched my previous video, I spoke about the experiences that I had when I went to the museum, like on Sunday, I think it was this week, when I read the stories that the South African heroes, people like Nelson Mandela, and some of them, I don't remember their names because there were a lot of names, reading their stories and seeing what they went through when they were in prison, when they were fighting for their freedom, it really made me understand why South Africans are so upset with foreigners being in their country, because they went through so much to fight for their freedom. So it really made me understand. Before, I felt like I was very, very selfish. I was thinking of myself, even if I'm not sitting on anyone's job. Yes, guys, I'm not sitting on anyone's job. That is a fact that cannot be disputed. I was like, oh, these people, they are very crazy to complain about people taking their jobs. I mean, like, people, they go to different countries, and I am still standing on the view that, moving to a foreign country, it can be God's will for your life. There's absolutely nothing wrong with moving to another country, because sometimes for you to get your blessings, you have to be in alignment. And if the alignment is you going to a foreign country, and there is absolutely nothing wrong. But you know what? The experience that I had when I was at the apartheid museum, it made me like sit down and do an introspect, because I got so emotional. I had a one-on-one meeting with myself. It was a meeting between Karen and Carol. It sounds bizarre, right? I had an introspect. I had those inner conversation when I would be asking myself questions, and then rhetorical. Some of the questions were rhetorical questions that did not need an answer. And then I was like, these people really are, they have got profound reasons, even though I don't understand the bias, especially when they are complaining about the African foreigners. They are not complaining about the European foreigners, Caucasian foreigners. You know that I have a problem with any race. I'm not a racist, guys. I have a lot of friends from the other races, and I've made incredible connections, and some of them are going to watch my video. Please, Jean and others, when you watch this video, make no mistake to think that I have a problem with you guys. I'm just having a problem with the bias that I'm observing, like when the foreigners that have to go back to their countries, it is the African foreigners. Like, I was going to understand if, like South Africa had issues with all the foreigners. I mean, like, not to focus on a certain group or a specific group, I wasn't going to have a problem, because I still believe that we are all human beings. That is why I got so emotional, I got so disturbed of seeing, reading the stories of the apartheid heroes, what they went through. Yeah. So the thing is, Besties, let me know, really, do you think Bestie should just pack her things and leave? I remember CEO once said in the comment section she had braces and she had to take them off before time. CEO, please leave a comment down there and tell me, how did you do it? Because I feel like they are the ones that are keeping me here. So thank you so much for watching this video up to this far. To my returning Besties, I love you to the sky and beyond. Thank you for your unwavering support. If you're new here, please smash the subscribe button, join the family, because I am now your favorite YouTuber. This is gonna be the end of the video. Looking forward to see you in the next video. Bye, Besties.